What's up, survivors? I'm NaturalBorn, and welcome to episode 64 of our Random Gen Let's Play. Now, the goal for today's episode is we need to start this elevator, and hopefully we can get it finished in this episode too. So we're going to get downstairs, we're going to get our gear organised, and we're going to start digging. Alright, just looking at our gas situation, and I don't actually believe that we have enough gas to dig this tunnel, so we're going to have to get out into the town. We're going to have to wrench down a few cars to get some gas the old-fashioned way. Now, I'm sure you guys noticed in the last episode we used a few new music tracks. Now, these are all off Share Factory, and believe it or not, the video did actually get a copyright claim. Now, I decided to leave the music in the video because I wasn't too keen to cut out a majority of the video, so just bear that in mind. There are certain soundtracks that we heard in that video that we will not hear in any future videos. Because yeah, it is a bit of a hassle, it's quite annoying, but at the end of the day I didn't want to get rid of it because I didn't want to take too much out of the episode. Alright, but our goal at the moment is we need gas, and at least this way, by doing this, we're going to get a few batteries and engines and stuff like that too. I was going to say that loot better respawn if we left something in it. And normally I wouldn't pull these cars apart, but like I said, I'd like to get that elevator done today. And this is our only option. The other option is to head back over to the Iron Fortress, but that's going to take too much time out of the episode. Hopefully I can get this tunnel complete in one day. If not, then it's going to take us a couple days, but that's all good. And a lot of you guys seem pretty hyped about the idea of a new Let's Play series on the run. Like I said, this one will be more action-filled, shorter episodes, etc. I will start working on that as soon as possible. I would ideally, I'd like to record a few episodes in advance, just so that way, let's say we do die on episode 1 or 2, then there's probably no point in me releasing that. And a lot of people have asked me to do up POIs in the past, and that's what we will be able to do in this series, since we can only stay in a POI for one night. Alright, might as well take that crap. You can see that we've actually gotten a battery, a tiny bit of oil, can't complain. Now, I'm not too sure how much gas this is going to require. The other thing that I could possibly do is we could go down with the shovel. It's going to take a hell of a lot longer to dig out, but it is possible. The auger isn't the only way that you can dig, especially in the desert. But I don't think we've run through this POI yet. No, we haven't. So we should be able to find some gas barrels in here. And of course, I don't have a pickaxe on me. Or an axe. Alright. Well, guess we're going to have to go through the old-fashioned way. Now, I expect in this back garage part here, of course there's more shit to smash through. I presume there'll be at least one gas barrel here, and there should be at least another 2 out the back. If not, there should be some gas pumps as well that we can get into. And yep, there we go. One gas barrel, we'll be taking that. Take the wood too, why not? And we're going to go ahead and bash through here. Alright, so we've got another gas barrel, and there should be a gas pump. Beautiful. And that too also has a gas barrel. Like that, we've got another one. Alright. Now we're actually looking pretty good for gas at this point. I will get outside though, and we will check out the gas pumps out the front. Yeah, didn't think they would have reset. That's all good. Do we have a drop chest here? No, we do down there. I'm going to go check out this drop chest just in case we do have some gas in there. If not, we'll pull these cars apart here. We've got 1,600, 4 barrels, which is 2,400, and hopefully that is enough. And that deer today is his lucky day. We're on a mission. Alright, Now we're looking in the storage chest, and oh, we did have gas in there. I'll take it. Might actually go ahead and drop off all of this crap here. Since the Desert Temple is where our new base is, we can come back here at any point and collect all of this loot. Might be smart to take the wheel though. And tell you what, we'll take that beer as well. But we might go ahead and pull these ones apart now. We are going to get gas from these, but these can't spawn any loot in them. Alright, don't know what all these fellas are up to. They can keep doing their thing, and we're going to do ours. So we're going to take the gas that we got, and we're going to see what we can do. If we run out of gas, we'll deal with that at the time. Like that, we actually have 2 gas barrels in that drop chest. Beautiful. We're actually going to go have a quick look up here, just in case we have any gas up here too. I don't think there will be, but you never know. And oh, we got a bit of meat stew. I'm going to go ahead and smash that back now. No reason not to. And alright, well, I guess that's all we can do here. Oh shit, what are you up to, mate? This ain't your house. It's like some shit off the Blair Witch Project. Standing there in the corner all scary and shit. Alright. Well, we're going to close this. Now, I wonder if he followed me in there, or if... Oh, shit. The hell? Where did he come from? Alright, back. It's a pity they don't drop your gas, eh? Just some painkillers. Alright, what do you got? You got a pistol for us? Nothing. Goddamn nothing. Day 92, so next Horde night will be day 98. We will be fighting the next Horde here. Hopefully we have a bit more steel so we can make some more upgrades. As I mentioned, these spikes took one hell of a beating in the last Horde night, but nothing we couldn't handle. Alright, so I'm going to have to bring quite a lot of concrete mix down with me. We will be making upgrades down there. Everything will be reinforced concrete. So this is going to be one hell of a elevator. We're going to take out scrap iron hatches. Ooh, I don't know actually. We might have to dip outside quickly. I think I left a bunch of iron in one of those drop chests. So that's a bit of a pity. The reason that I'm grabbing the extra iron is just in case those 75 hatches aren't enough to make it down from bedrock. Now I'm pretty positive it'll be enough, but you never know with this game. As I always say, it's better to be safe than sorry. We'll go ahead and take those repair kits too. And tiny bit of iron in there, so it's not a lot, but it should be enough to get us a few extra hatches if we need it. Alright, so we want this one to be our drop chute. We want this one to be where our hatches are. So I think I might go ahead and do the drop chute first. Alright, we've got 450 frames on us, so that should be enough. And so this is going to be quite tricky. The way that I'm going to go about this is as we come down this way, I'm going to open up this side and place frames down and try upgrade these as I go. Oh, actually, one thing that I should have brought down. It'd be stupid to not make my way back up there and do that quickly. We need a little bit of plant fiber so we can craft ourselves a hay bale. We can place that down once we make it to the bottom, and then we can just drop straight down there when we need to. We don't have to worry about hitting the ground and dying. Oh, that we did have some. Oh, look at that. We got tons of iron up there. Beautiful. We're going to make our way back to the drop chest. And 10 plant fiber. Is that going to be enough? I feel like it's 12, but I'm not too sure. Oh, no, there we go. And 10. Oh, beautiful. Easy as that. Alright, where were we? So we're going to continue digging our way down and opening up this as we go along. Now, quite a lot of people have actually asked me to do a tutorial on how to build an elevator, and the funny thing about that is quite some time ago I actually recorded that video. I had a few other tutorials in the video and I ended up deleting it by accident. The joys of having to manage your storage on a console. So it is what it is. If people still want to see a video like that where I'll go into full detail about how to make elevators, then let me know in the comment below and I will start working on that. Now, another few videos that I have been working on that I just thought I'd inform you guys on is a building tutorial for the Iron Fortress, because a lot of people have asked for that. Same with the Aerial Assault Base, and then once I've done those two, we'll work on a building tutorial for the Desert Temple, because that one is by far going to be the hardest to recreate. But I do have a pretty fair idea of how I built it, so that should be all good. And as I mentioned, On the Run will start very shortly. I just got to go ahead and record a few episodes first and edit them down. A few people mentioned to me to do it with no crafting. Now, we will 100% be crafting in this challenge. We just won't be... There will be no building, and as I mentioned, we can only stay in one POI for one night. We can stay in multiple POIs, providing it's not the same one. So on the terms of setting up a base is going to be extremely hard, especially running forges and stuff, but should be a lot of fun, especially on horde nights. The days will be set to 1 hour days. The problem, because I'm aiming for shorter episodes, I don't know if the videos are completely action-packed, if we will have to split up one day into 2 episodes. Because I don't want to cut out a lot of the footage, but if we have a pretty hectic day where it's just non-stop assault from zombies, then I'm sure you guys would like to see that. Right, we haven't even got into our gas barrels yet, and we're looking pretty good for gas so far. Now this here is quite a tedious process, just slowly making our way down. But once we've built the elevator, it never needs to be touched again. And as I've mentioned, it's going to give us access to the Iron Fortress. It's going to give us access to the desert, oil shale, iron, all of that good stuff. And more than likely, at some point, we will actually extend the tunnel over to the Aerial Assault Base, and we'll build a wee bunker hatch over there too. Not that we'll probably ever go over there, but ideally this tunnel is to link every single one of our bases together. And it's quite funny, somebody mentioned to me in the comments of one of the videos, once they're all linked together, does that mean everything is technically a part of the Iron Fortress? And I guess it would be. Yes, that makes the Iron Fortress the ultimate base. And I also mentioned about the next bases that we want to build in this series. Obviously, I'm not going to rush into the next one. I do want to enjoy this base for a bit. But the next base we will be doing is we will be doing up the military barracks in the snow biome. I think after that we'll do Castle Rock in the plains biome. And then the only base left is the Colosseum at that point. Now, I'd like to build the Colosseum in the wasteland, but the Colosseum won't necessarily be a base, more of an arena to fight the hordes on foot. So I think to combat that, what I'm going to do for the final base will be the ultimate base, more than likely the Steel Fortress, and that will be our hub city base. And depending on how much people are enjoying the series once we've gone ahead and done that, then we may go ahead and find missile silos, prisons, stuff like that, and then start doing up POIs. Because as you guys know, this is a long-term Let's Play. The goal, oh, beautiful, we've already made it to bedrock. And the goal is to build a base in every biome. But not only that, we may get to a point where we are completely finished with building, and we may want to do some more building. So once we reach our final goals in the series, we may even continue to build until we break the game. And at the rate that we've been going, that probably won't be too hard. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm actually going to break that out. I did not want to do that. Alright, it's a waste of steel, but that's all good. Alright, so next up, I'm going to go ahead and break blocks out on this side here. So we want a block there and a block there. We're going to go ahead and upgrade these two. And then we're going to go ahead and pop down our hay bale. Now this way, we should have easy access to get back down here when we need to. Hopefully, we don't get caught on anything and die on the way back down though, because that would not be ideal. And actually, so what I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to have to move all of these around, and we're going to need to upgrade these blocks as we make our way back to the top. As I mentioned, this is a slow process, but once we've got it done, it's done, and we don't have to worry about it anymore. And what I'll probably do is, down the bottom in the room, I might put a few storage boxes down there, so we've got a quick place to dump all of our loot. Oh, would you look at that? I've already fallen down. Lucky we put that hay bale there. Alright, so that is definitely a bit annoying. Now, the other option I have is I can start digging out this side. The only problem with this side is when I start making my way up here, we need to have... So this one's going to be a wall, but right against this wall is where we actually need to place the hatch frames. And the only problem with placing the hatch frames here is I need to upgrade every block before we place them down, which means we need a block in this side. Obviously we're going to need a block on this side, and then hopefully, I don't actually know if we will, I don't think we can place them if we're standing on this block. Now I'm going to go ahead and have a quick look here. Alright, it's not enough blocks there. Let's break that one out quickly. Place that down. Oh, not like that. And right there. Yeah, I didn't think that would place. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, and that is pretty much how we're going to have to go about that. So this is going to be quite the nightmare to make my way back up to the top. More than likely, we'll need to do that block at the same time too. Alright, that does not help. So if we stand down here, drill straight up. The same thing here. Alright, let's hope we don't cause any cave-ins while we're doing this, eh? And if we get under this block, straight up here. Hopefully, this will be enough to keep everything moving up. Oh no, alright, so I've already made a mistake. Crucial one too, we can't be doing that. That block needs to stay open. Alright, so I might actually have to go ahead and open this area up just a little bit, so I can sort of see what I'm doing here. We want the roof to be about 4 blocks high. So we've got 2, 3, 4, and come on, 5. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade these blocks quickly. Go ahead and fix that. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we can go ahead and attach our roof to this block here. Go ahead and upgrade those. And I think I actually want to link this one right there. Alright. Well, here's the start of the elevator. Alright, we don't have to worry about doing this block back here. It's more this one here. And we sort of need to get on top of that block up there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start placing these iron hatch frames in. Alright, so those are actually at different levels. We're going to go ahead and try this quickly. Oh, yeah, perfect. Look at that. Easy way to get up. Alright, now I would like to upgrade this side down here at the same time. So we're going to go ahead and do that quickly. And we're going to have to go ahead and break all of this shit out. Same thing up here. And same thing on this side. So this is going to be quite a slow, tedious process. But as I mentioned, once it's done, and you don't have to worry about it after that. Alright, it's going to be annoying and not let me place it there. That is not ideal for us. We just pop a little hole back here. This should fix that problem. Perfect. And, oh, are we stuck? No, we're good. We're good as gold. Maybe. Stand up. There we go. Right, so I'm going to place that. As you can see, the angle... Oh, no, it's got the same angle. Something I'd sort of wondered is if they were off to the side, does it matter? I don't think it does, which is pretty fantastic to know. I'm going to go ahead, upgrade these ones. And yeah, the reality is, guys, is there is nothing fun about making these elevators, especially when you're going so far down to bedrock. And that's about where we fell. So we're slowly getting there. Providing I do this right, I may be able to upgrade everything in one go. But we're going to have to keep clearing out all of this crap above us. So where are we sitting on the map? Minus 48. So yeah, we've got a good 60 blocks to go. So I'm just going to keep smashing into this, guys, and we'll see how much progress we can make. Alright, actually, it's perfect. So we can go ahead and start doing this side over here too. Then once that's done, we just have to do that wall there. Ideally, I should have been doing this at the same time, but what can you do, eh? Can't have everything perfect all the time. Oh shit, don't leave that there. It's a quick way to die. And considering we've only died twice in this series, that would not be the greatest way to go. If I had to take a wild guess to the next time we die, I'd say it's going to be when we attempt our first Horde night on foot. With high spawns and warrior difficulty, I don't see that being an easy feat. But nonetheless, it is a goal of the series, and that is something you guys have to look forward to. So, as you guys have probably already gathered, this will be a building heavy episode. Once we've completed this tunnel though, I'll be able to start mining resources, linking the tunnels up, and as I mentioned, because that's another good thing we can do, is once the tunnels are linked up, we can get a mini bike down here and we can travel between the bases during the night. That way it'll be a lot easier to move resources. And what we need to do is we need to bring a lot of wood back to this base so we can fire up all of those forges, and not only that, so we can fire up the chem stations too. Alright, one small problem that I think we've encountered is I don't think I actually brought enough frames down with me to do all of this in one hit, which is definitely quite the hassle, because I'm going to have to at some point make my way back up there and get more frames. But we're going to keep doing what we can for now, and just see how far we can get. Right, survivors, we've been digging through most of the night. We are very low on frames. We have a wee look up here though, we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. So, with the remaining frames that I have, I'm going to have to make my way back upstairs to grab more frames. Alright, so another 500 frames should easily be enough. Providing we have it, that is. Alright. Now this could definitely be a problem. Because I don't think that we have frames anywhere else. Now we've got the ramps, but I'm not looking to use ramps for this. Alright, well, for starters, we're going to go ahead and drop a bunch of this crap. I think we're pretty good for the hatch frames. But if we don't have enough, then the only thing I can really do is to go back to the Iron Fortress. And that isn't very ideal. Right, we're looking pretty safe outside. So I'm going to jump down. We're going to check out these drop chests over here. Oh, 27. That definitely is not enough. And nothing. Alright. So we have a total of about 80 frames. And unfortunately, that is not enough for us to finish this build. Damn, so yeah, I'm going to have to shoot back to the Iron Fortress. We're going to have to grab more frames. There is no two ways about it. Whilst I keep that gas on us, make sure the mini bike's all loaded up. Might even throw that in there for safekeeping. And yeah, I guess off to the Iron Fortress we go. Got a wee entourage chasing us down. They're going to have to be faster than that to catch us. I didn't want to have to go back over to the main base in this episode, but there is no two ways around it. We want to get this tunnel finished. It is the primary goal. God damn, it just got dark. But it is the primary goal of this episode. At least while we're over there, I can grab a couple iron bars to finish off the base as well. And hopefully, fingers crossed, that I don't go landing into any new caves on the way over there. Alright, watch out for this fella, because he is a force to be reckoned with, even when he's not running. Yeah, look at that big boy go. Yeah, we're out of here. Alright, we made it back in one piece. Now, the goal is we need iron bars. So, can I get some of those cranking up? Alright, iron bars. I have no idea how many I'm going to need. I'm going to take a wild guess and say 35. 8 minutes, yeah, we're definitely not going to be able to pull this steel out, but we're going to get it cooking. So the next time we come back, there is steel there to be pulled out. We're going to do the same with all of these forges. And the good thing about coming back early is this is now going to give us the ability to bring back a lot of wood with us for when we do start farming out screamer hordes. Throw that in there. Alright, so I'm going to have to put more wood into these forges. But not only that, we're going to have to get more iron. Do I have iron? No, I didn't think I did. That's all good. We're going to let that cook up. That guy's probably hungry and thirsty, so we're going to sort that out. We'll go ahead and stop this one here. We need rebar. That's exactly what we need. Now, no 5... Oh, and that one hasn't got an anvil. You got to be shitting me. Now, no 500 would more than likely be enough. But I'm tempted to try pull out 1,000. The only problem is, how long is it going to take to craft up 1,000 rebar? 12 minutes, not ideal. So the thing that I'm going to do is we're going to go 500 on this one. And we're going to go ahead and pull 500 rebar out of this one too, just to speed the process up a bit. Once it hits the morning, that's the end of this episode. And like I said, the goal is to get the elevator completely done. Alright, easy as that, and we're good to go. We're back to continue digging. Now, hopefully we've got enough resources on us to completely finish this tunnel. Well, although the resources isn't the thing that worries me, it's more the time. So without wasting any more time, we're going to smash straight into it. So we've left our frames here. Now, the thing that I've got to be careful with is that I don't go ahead and pick up that last frame, because that's going to send us all the way down to the bottom. We should be pretty good from here. Pick up that one. Good as gold. So here, guys, I'm going to continue digging out this tunnel, and hopefully we can get it completely finished by the morning. Got to be shitting me. We are so close to the top, and I went ahead and left all the gas upstairs. So once again, we're going to have to make our way back up there and grab the last of that gas. Alright, back into it, survivors. This is the home stretch. Not long to go now. Still the same deal, just placing frames up. Now, it would have been ideal if I could have got everything in one hit, but like I said, we're going to have to make our way back down and dig up this side there. But that'll be the entire elevator done after that. I'm going to go ahead and make our way back up. Oh, did not want to upgrade that one. Like I said, we don't have to upgrade the ones at the back. We don't have to upgrade the ones at the front either. But a lot of the times when you're coming up your elevator, you will see them. So, oh shit. Ooh, got to be careful there. Alright. Well, I've got to figure out right here. This is the block that we do need to go through. Beautiful. Alright. I guess now we're just going to fill these blocks in here. Alright, same deal here. Just dig a wee hole back here. And we're going to have to go ahead and craft up some more hatches. I think 5 will be more than enough. And I'll actually go ahead and open up this side too. Fill these blocks in over here. Two. And is that it? No, we need one more at the top. Might actually have to place that one from outside. And alright, so this is where I'm going to be a bit careful. Can we wriggle through? No, we can't. Go ahead and open that up. Beautiful. Going to fill all these frames in here. Alright, now go ahead and place a frame here. Couple more in there. Hopefully I've upgraded everything. And we'll place these down quickly. Make our way up here and place that final hatch down. Alright, so technically it should work good as gold. And the other thing I actually want to do, go ahead and get this. We can come straight down here. Oh, a bit of iron. Just going to keep tearing our way down. And we should hit a concrete block soon enough. Damn, it truly is quite a far way down. There we go. Easy as that. And be careful not to upgrade that to steel. And now I have the fun task of nerve holding my way back to the top and upgrading all of these blocks. Once this is done though, all we have to do is place in a pressure plate at the bottom of the hatch frames, and that is the elevator completely done. Then from there we will start digging out a room down the bottom, just where we can put a couple of storage chests and where we can park a mini bike. And then at some point I'll spend a few days digging the tunnel through the desert and trying to link those up. So yeah, this is usually how I'd go about doing this. I'd do one pillar at a time. But I find doing, at least getting, when you do the hatch frames, you do have to do quite a few at the same time. But that's only if you plan on upgrading them. Now, these blocks don't have to be upgraded when you're doing an elevator. You could use wood frames and wood hatch frames, and you'll be good as gold. The reason that I'm upgrading them is purely for aesthetics. Alright, so from here, best thing I can do is place a frame there. Oh, not like that. Oh well. Guess we're going down in fashion. Straight down to the bottom. Easy as that. Then back on this side. So what we're going to do is we're going to create the pressure plate quickly. What this enables you to do is... Right, where is it? So we could go on here, we could open this without the pressure plate, but if we close it, you can see that we're not going up. Now, if I jump, it's going to go ahead and shoot me up. But if we place this pressure plate down, as soon as we stand on it and shut it, then it brings us straight up. Alright, easy as that, and there goes the elevator. So, what we're going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and repair this auger quickly. And, of course, the repair kits aren't in here. They're outside. Why wouldn't they be? That seems to be where everything is. We have to make our way outside and grab some repair kits. That's one of the big reasons why I want to have that 2 wide, so we can just go ahead and run off with no worries at all. Alright, do we have repair kits in here? I do know there are some in the mini bike. Yes, we do. Go ahead, use that. That leaves 2. 2 will definitely not be enough to get this this wee room done, so we will take those ones. We brought a bunch of wood back with us as well, so we can go ahead and load those forges up at some point, get those chem stations cranking, and you guys will see the ultimate Screamer farm in action. Alright, so now the goal is to open this room up. Now, I will more than likely have to put a support pillar in the middle of the room. That should be alright. Just going to go ahead and open up a bit of this, so I can actually see what I'm doing. Now this is where you got to be quite careful. The desert isn't too bad. You can actually open up pretty large areas in the desert like this here, because our base isn't directly on top of this at the moment. The base is to the other side of this wall here. So we open up all of that, and we want to do the same right here. Here as well. Alright, so what we're going to be doing here is we're going to upgrade that block and fix that one. And same deal, I want frames on this side like this. And yeah, we'll go the full way up. Pop that one down. Alright, that doesn't need to be there. Oh, actually, yeah, it does. That's where the frames are going. We actually need to knock that block out. Then we're going to place our frames in here. Alright, perfect. So we'll go ahead and upgrade these blocks quickly. Might as well go ahead and get the frames down on the floor, because we know that they're going down there. There's no two ways about that. And I'd like to extend this out by one more. I'm going to go ahead and open this up a bit. I think this is about as wide as it's going to be on each side, so we may need one big pole in the middle, but that's fine because that will line up with this. So I'm going to go ahead, do the same on this side. And yeah, this is where I've got to be a bit careful, because now we're opening up quite a lot of land down here. So I've got to sort of figure out where the middle of the room is going to be. We go 1, 2, 3. Somewhere around here. I think. No, this one here. Alright. So now we need to go ahead and open this roof up. And I'm actually going to go ahead, and if we come in here and we go 100, we're going to find pillar 100. Now these definitely aren't ideal for a horde base, but when you're looking for a lot of support in your base, these are definitely the go-to. And I want to place these here. It's going to look a bit ugly with a big ass pole in the middle of the room, but it's just the way it has to be. And don't get me wrong, there is a chance that we could get away without doing this, but personally, I'm not looking to risk it. So if we place some frames up here, and then we go ahead, pop these. Oh, is that going to line up? 1. Oh, it wouldn't have. Alright, lucky. Pop that one out. That one in there. And beautiful. There goes our support pillar. Now, like I said, it's pretty ugly. Takes up a lot of room. But it's just going to give us that extra bit of stability down here, where we don't have to worry about cave-ins. Right, so now I'm pretty confident about opening up this side completely. Alright, so I'd like to have 9 storage boxes on each side. Probably overkill, but you guys know I like my storage in these games. And as I mentioned, we're going to be doing a lot of digging down here. This is now going to be our primary mine, because we can get so much resources from being down here. Go ahead and open this up. So that's where the storage will go. So we want a flat block right here. Bit of a support pillar. And I believe, yeah, that needs to be 1 higher. Go ahead and open that up. There. So we want to connect these together, so that's our roof, but we also want another block just there as well. Now there's a couple ways that we could go about this. Normally when I do a wee storage area like this, I'd actually knock out all of these blocks behind and upgrade these to concrete too. But considering we're at bedrock, I don't really see that that is necessary, so we're just going to go ahead and slam our storage down now. We're pretty much going to mimic this on this side of the room too. And if we continue to open up this here, we're going to mimic this design here as well. So just 2 ramps on this side, and then we're going to have a nice frame, and that'll leave an opening of 3 blocks, a 3x3, which will be the start of our tunnel. Just looking at the time, and I'm thinking that we do have enough time to get this finished, which is fantastic. And I've also got to be mindful that we are at day 93, day 98 is the next horde night. Now I'd like to get a few things set up around the base. Before we start farming the screamer hordes, I'd like to have everything to steal in the pitfall base, because as I mentioned, when we do fire up the forges, it'll be an entire episode, so it's going to be like a horde night, but with screamer hordes instead. So expect it to be a hell of a lot more hectic than a normal horde night, and we will run that through the night as well, because obviously during the day they do walk. Now, if you run a screamer farm like this in your world, and let's say you plan on farming it for a good hour plus, you always have the option of going into your settings and turning zombies to always run. Because what that's going to do is it's going to allow the flow of traffic to move into your base a hell of a lot faster, and you'll damn near be looking at double to triple the profits. Then once you're finished with your screamer horde, you can quit out, go back to your settings, and turn them back to default or never run if that's how you play. But for the purpose of the Let's Play, we will not be messing around with those settings. We're going to leave it as default, so they will walk during the day. You guys will get to see what the flow of traffic is like with that. And then when it gets to night time, you guys will get to see what it's like when they start running as well. Right, so something we can actually do here is we can go ahead and fill this roof in now. But yeah, because a lot of people have asked me how I go about digging bunkers and tunnels and all of that sort of stuff, and this is pretty much it. Like I always say, even if you don't want this here, you can use rebar frames or any frame in general just as a support pillar until you've finished your build, if you think that it'll hold up. Right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to copy this design onto this side. Alright, survivors, and we've finished this side, but not only that, we went ahead and we finished the whole thing. So down here, this is the bottom of the elevator. We've got storage for when we do our mining trips, and this will be the beginning of our tunnel, where we can go ahead and link all of our bases together. But not only that, we can use it as a good way to stock up on iron, stone, sand, oil shale, and any other resource that we manage to come across. Going to go ahead and open up a little bit of this tunnel so you guys can get a fair idea of what we're looking at here. And even though we have a mini bike at the Iron Fortress, I'd like to go ahead and actually craft a mini bike down here on this side. I mean, obviously one day we might end up somewhere and have both mini bikes there, but that's all good. I'd rather have the option of having a mini bike here and being able to take that to the Iron Fortress instead of having to run there by foot. I'm going to go ahead, pop these ramps down, upgrade these blocks. Now, I've got frames down at the other base. Actually, I might have upgraded them to wood. I'll tell you what, we'll upgrade them to concrete anyway. I had hopes that one day we'd go ahead and we'd upgrade this entire tunnel, but the more I think about it, the more I don't actually know if that's going to happen, because for some of the lag that we've received in the world already, like I said, there is still a lot of building that I'd like to get done. I don't want to go ahead and lag the world out just because we decided to make our tunnel look fancy. And obviously, you guys will never really see the inside of the tunnel because I think it would take me roughly 6 or 7 minutes just to traverse from here to the Iron Fortress. So yeah, it'd be pretty boring for you guys to watch. But we'll go ahead and we'll do a little bit of mining here and just see if we can run into any resources. A few people have told me that they've dug down at bedrock in the desert and haven't run into any resources at all. And honestly, my best advice is just keep digging. It's there. I promise you it's there. You just got to keep digging and find it. And see how we have these holes here? A lot of people have hit me up and been like, how do you keep the tunnels so tidy? And I'll show you guys quickly. Pick up this stone. Is it a stone? 4 stone. Alright. We come down to sand. We go recipes. You can see right here, you can actually craft a sand block. We go ahead, get rid of these frames. Now, if you're worried about having these imperfections in your tunnel, you can go ahead and place the sand in here. This is going to help smooth it out. You can do the same with stone. Any resource, you can pretty much craft it. You can fill it back in. So you guys, that's just a quick way to keep your tunnels looking nice and tidy. We're not going to worry too much about that at the moment though. Our primary goal is just to get this bloody tunnel dug. But as you can see, it's almost 2 AM in the morning, so there's not long to go. Going to continue doing a little bit more digging, see if we can find some resources, but I'd like to get back up into base and make sure we haven't had anybody fall down into the killing chamber. Because there is always the potential that we could be down here digging, having a merry old time, and wondering who could go ahead, fall in there, and they could potentially break their way through the pillars. It would take them a while, but it is a possibility, and then they could go ahead and drop down that elevator shaft, and then we're going to end up with zombies down here. Now, I've dug so many of these tunnels in my time on this game, and even though you know zombies can't get down to you, every time you turn around and you look down a tunnel like this, it's all you expect to see is a feral coming charging at you. Alright though, time is getting on, so we're actually going to make our way back up to the base. We're going to go ahead and grab out our iron bars, and we're going to finish off the top of the temple. But I'm stoked that we finally got this part of the base complete, and I can just go ahead, drop all this crap in here, and I can come grab that at a later date. But as you can see on all sides, we've got reinforced concrete, nice and tidy. Alright, we have 0 gore blocks down here, always good to see, and 35 iron bars. So we're going to make our way up here. How are we looking? Any hordes running past? I tell you what, because I've actually placed in pretty much the second layer, we can actually go ahead and attach this from here. This will be a lot safer than jumping down and messing around next to the pitfall. Because yeah, I'm still convinced that I am going to end up down there at some point or another. Right. Oh well, we're going down. Yeah, like I said though, if we fall down there, it will be tragic. I do not have a bedroll down over in the desert yet. Something that I actually desperately need to go ahead and craft and set up. Especially if we're doing the remaining horde nights until we have our next base here. Right, easy as that. 10 left, looking pretty good. Now I could go downstairs and make my way in there, but we're going to go ahead and do it this way. And pick those frames up just to be safe. So, something else I was actually considering doing. If you guys remember, I mentioned that we do not have any protection against spider zombies to stop them from climbing back up. Now, something that I did have an idea for is, I tell you what, we'll just jump down, it'll be a bit easier to explain. So if I get poles, and say we even line the poles maybe here. I don't know if a pole's enough, because technically it would count as a full block, but would a zombie be able to climb over it? That I'm unsure of. The other thing is we could put barbed wire around here. The only problem is when it breaks, it is going to be a bit of a mission to repair. But the only thing is spider zombies can still climb over the barbed wire. It's just going to do a bit of damage to them. We can't have anything too wide. There's a 1 block gap like that. There is a high chance that they can run and land on that block. We're pretty good here. None of them are making a 2.5 block jump. But yeah, so I'm going to have to figure out something with that. I think I'll wait until we've done another horde night here, or until we've at least tested the screamer farm, just to see how the base acts when it does have a lot of spider zombies in it. But I'm just looking at the time, and I think it's that time, guys. But yeah, guys, as the sun comes up, that means our time is up. I hope you all enjoyed the episode, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe for more console content. But as always, stay safe out there, survivors, and I'll see you in the next one.